It is now time for our Friday regular guest, Executive Director for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, Suzanne Levine. Suzanne has held this position since August of 2012 and has worked diligently to support the West Bloomfield community. She has also created several groups in the community to support the diverse population in Greater West Bloomfield, including the Senior Resource Group and the next big thing, the Business Innovator Generator. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Suzanne.
Thank you for having me once again.
So Suzanne, let's first talk about throughout the pandemic, the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce has made sure that the businesses and community members they serve are not being forgotten. You and your team have created a ton of virtual programming. What was some of the inspiration behind creating these virtual events for our community?
Well, I think that most people still want to be informed and stay connected and feel like they had some sort of social interaction. So when the pandemic hit, we all had to go into a reinvention mode. And it was like the perfect opportunity to figure out how we can still present that what used to be in-person opportunities now to do them via Zoom and Facebook Live. And they've been very successful. And I think it's really great that we can still connect people with leaders, with information, and with some social interaction.
And Suzanne, let's talk about some of these specific virtual events, such as the free classes taught by Vito Kukuru and the Big Business Innovator Generator. What do these virtual events look like through the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, Vito has been really inspirational. He teaches free Google classes, everything from how to write the perfect email to how to make sure that your social media is the way that represents a positive image of you. So these classes are free. If you go to our website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, you can see all of them. And it's amazing that he's doing this because there is no charge. And this is really his time that he's donating to the chamber and to the community to make sure that they stay informed and have some education at the same time. The Connect with an Expert has been great. Our last one, we had Shane Pliska, who's the president of Planterra, and he talked about this new co-working space that a lot of the commercial spaces are now offering, because as you know, as more people have transitioned to working at home, some of these commercial spaces have remained open. And so now they found a way to kind of integrate all of this where people can share some and collaborate in a really nice environment.
And Suzanne, what was some of the feedback that the Chamber has gotten about these virtual events and classes thus far?
People are really happy to find a way to connect and see other people during these times. I know there are people that do want to do some in-person events, but some of our venues have been proceeding cautiously. We had to kind of pivot, and our installation of our board of directors that was supposed to be on the 21st is now going to be, thanks to Civic Center TV, be live on the 28th, and more details will follow. So we're just really trying to make sure that we can cover all our bases and serve the community and make sure that they stay informed and connected.
And Suzanne, you mentioned the installation of board officers. Let's talk a little bit about that event. What does it mean for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce to be able to bring these new members in and work with them throughout helping those businesses on the ongoing pandemic and also in the new year?
Well, I think it's important that the community understands who our board is, because we have a wealth of knowledge and expertise on the board, from Dr. Manu Malhotra, who's the Chief Medical Officer at Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, to Alan Mindell, who's our real estate expert, and it runs the entire gamut of our community from small to large businesses. And I think what is really great is that I've started this new kind of procedure where I'm connecting our members to the board directly, hoping that there can be some mutual collaboration. But if they want to get some other insight into, let's say, the real estate market, into payroll, into, the hospital, ways to keep safe and informed. So I'm doing this, kind of a one-on-one business matchmaking and making sure that they understand who our board members are and how our board members are engaged in our community trying to help.
And Suzanne, as we wrap up today, is there anything else that you wanted to share with the audience, whether that's about some of those virtual classes that you guys have or anything else going on in the chamber?
Just feel free to reach out to the chamber, wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. Even if you're not a member, I'm happy to try to support you. And that's what a Chamber of Commerce is there for. We are the voice of business. So, please feel free to attend our free senior resource group classes, our talk times. If they go to Parks and Rec and look those up, these are free to seniors. These are great classes that the Chamber collaborates with to bring information to seniors and their children about how to sustain and maintain their health.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this Friday morning, Suzanne.
Thank you again, always, for all that you do for our community.
Thank you.